So these are my Greek style potatoes, and basically they're really simple to make. They're just peeled and quartered, and you do oregano, salt and pepper, and lemon juice, and then like about 2 cups of chicken broth, and I cook them for about 30 minutes covered at 375, and then I will actually turn it up a little bit to like 400. They should be fork tender at this point. I've just taken them out from that half hour of cooking. I also put some onion in there because I like it, and Yaya used to do that, but not everybody does. Again, Greeks, we never have a real recipe. It's all in how you feel. So I'm gonna throw these back in the oven uncovered. I'm gonna turn this up to like probably 425 or so and cook them for about another 20 minutes until they're nice and golden on the edges and stuff. And if they're not to my liking, I'll throw them back in later. So with these potatoes, the ones on the bottom are sitting in all of the chicken broth, and so they tend to get softer quicker, and the ones on top tend to stay kind of hard. So I go through and just sort of switch them around halfway through the cooking process, and kind of tap them to see which ones are softer and which ones are not quite as soft. And those ones that are still kind of crunchy a little bit, I make sure those are in the bottom, fully in the juice. And that's it. They look pretty good. They're starting to get a little bit golden on the corners, on those little edges and stuff. I don't know if we can see that in the camera, but they got about another 15 minutes to go, I think. So there are my potatoes. They look pretty good. I'm just gonna make sure they're all soft enough. I like them to have a little bit of crunch still. Soft in the middle, but crispy on the outside. And it seems they're doing pretty good. So I'm gonna leave these out because I've got to throw my leg of lamb into the oven. So these are just gonna sit out, and I don't really care if they get too cold. I'll tent them with a little aluminum foil, and I'll let them sit, and I'll just throw them back in the oven for like 10 minutes, fairly low heat, just to warm them up right before we eat. It's amazing, years and years after waiting tables and working in a restaurant, my hands are still got server hands. Still touch ridiculously hot things. Those look beautiful. So I put about 2 cups of chicken broth in this, and that chicken broth has all absorbed or cooked off, and it's just kind of like this gel at the bottom. It's like thick, kind of like gravy, and that is the good stuff. Go. All right, dinner. So dinner's all ready, and we have Greek potatoes and Greek style leg of lamb, mousse de maracujá from Brazil, and crescent rolls from, the Meyer. But they're in a really pretty Rwandan basket, so maybe that makes it better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed learning about these things. Mark and I are gonna try and do a Foodie Friday every now and then. I'd like to say it's gonna be once a month, but that may depend on our travels. But we're gonna try and get you a food video from foods around the world, or just foods inspired by our travels around the world. And so I hope you'll enjoy coming with us. Christos Anasti.